I love these awesome saffron and Glucksman fish scale pattern lamps. Vintage Playboys, 60s and 70s, Mad magazines, vinyl records, jewelry, watches, and so much more. Some really cool fossils. This badass 80s in television with games. Nice flat screen televisions. Here's another one. Mid-century modern plycraft patio set. More old coal stoves. Eames Herman Miller airport chairs from the old Kansas City International Airport. Nice freaking rugs. More around the corner here. Dolls from around the world. Barbies. Disney. And on and on. Old bottles, vintage Christmas, mid-century decorators, old crockery, lamps and lighting, daisy churns, freaking crucifixes, all sorts of crazy stuff coming up in this week's auction. Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another preview video for our Thursday night Kansas City estate and consignment auction. We're getting it wrapped up here and thought I would go ahead and get the video going. While we're right here, I'm going to talk about these. London Illustrated News. Check that out. These. Ugh, I almost don't want to do this. They have these fold-out plates. 1854. 1854. Four volumes of them. So that's really neat. But we'll just jump back over here because this is where we usually start, somewhere down here. If you're just joining us for the first time, the video generally goes in the same order as the auction. It's not exact, but start coming. You'll catch on. It's a good time. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel and like the video. Click and copy that share link. So down here, which is where we'll probably start with this jewelry, some nice stuff, nice boxes of jewelry. We'll probably do choice watch first out of there, then sell all of them. If you haven't been to an auction before, don't know what choice is, you can probably look it up and get an explanation better than the one I'm getting ready to give you. But basically, we'll go choice watch. Anybody want a choice watch for $10? Somebody raise their hand. So we go, all right, 10, what about 15, 20, 25, 30, blah, 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 50? Okay, sold 50. And they take 2 watches, then they pay $100. Once it gets down to about $10, nobody wants anything, sell them all. Generally $10, sometimes $5. But anyway, enough out of me. Let me get you in here so you can take a look at all this stuff. And then be sure to check out the preview photos. There'll be over 1,000, I would imagine, this auction of all the items. And then come down for preview, live preview every Wednesday from 11 to 1. Then on Thursdays, we open the door at 5 p.m. and the auction starts at 6. Dang, that's crazy. And you know, so you have an hour there to look at stuff. And we do it every week, generally every week. So down here, it looks like there's some coins, 1901 entrance ticket to the Pan Am Exposition in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, where have I... weren't they in the news recently? Some nice pocket knives back there. It's hard to see through this scratched up top. It's also hard for me to squat down like that. There's cool stuff in there. Coin sets of this old straight razor box. These are also pretty cool. Old German medical books. Again, I talked about those Illustrated London News. Very neat. We got the Star Trek watch. We got some old pictures. Look, he's on a motorcycle there. You can dig through those. Cloisonne, Asian. I think these are teeth boxes. These slides, negatives. I believe they were like World War I stuff. It's a nice fossil. Neat little airplane. Cool little Beatles grouping here. There's your Brian Epstein fan club membership card. Musicland, early 80s. Hey, there's a Kansas ticket from 1978. Huh. I'll be damned. 2-cent reply cards. George and Martha Washington on them. Folk art. Mysteries of life. The truth about sex for man and woman. These are big, like General Electric stickers, and then there's like a General Electric record in there. I don't know what that guy is. But I like the looks of them. Buttons. Like handmade wooden noisemaker. Vintage chalk roosters. There's a Terminator 2 USA made knife in there. There's a little wooden instrument, big Russian doll, neat symbols, like an old French porcelainized street sign, and some sort of chain mail or something back there. There's a coffee grinder, French coffee grinder maybe. Big old freaking, I don't even know what to call it, wine bottle in a big basket, or I don't know. Some Star Wars, some Asian themed stuff. That's a lightning rod globe. These are still Star Wars guys. I'm not sure what they're for. Inkwell. Those aren't actually old frames, but they're really cool. These fossils. Tin litho banks. And television. That was the nice one, I seem to remember. Anyway, pretty neat to see one with the games and all that. Here's a neat old K, like parlor guitar. There is a Yamaha ERG 121. Carnival glass, little knick-knacks, art pottery, uranium glass. Some more uranium glass there. Old woodcut. Like religious art. Looks like it was probably from a church or something like that, I guess. That's cool. Little like a barber's cabinet with razors and everything in there. All that stuff will tip over, so don't go juggling it around on auction night, please. It's a carnival glass fruit bowl, little candlestick. These, whatever they are, hat models, mannequins. There's a moose. There's a neat old speaker. Here's a decanter. I understand this was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Not this exact one, but that decanter is seen in the movie. Something like that. A couple Remington things. There's a little Buddy Lee bobblehead. There's a big Groot. Here is, it's really cool. It's like an erector set battleship of some kind. And then you can see on the bottom where they cut up old signs or metal or something like that to make part of it. Pretty cool. Violin, a bow, some BB guns, sunshine biscuits, piece. And then we go over here. We got Hot Wheels, boxes of Hot Wheels. Teens and 20s. Pleasant Hill, Missouri photo lot. What's that? Meet me at the Chautauqua. Somebody's pictures from their 1959 trip to Hawaii. Postcards and more. Dang, that's an old Griswold. This is pretty cool. Like 70s, I think, Winchester piece. Muehlbach beer tray, refrigerator jar, Sleepy Eye? Maybe? Unmarked. A lot of Jesuses this auction. Royalist guitar. Hand-tooled leather purse. Uh-oh! Rod. Binoculars. Another guitar. I thought that was cute. Another crucifix. Somebody's Bob Marley artwork. Apparently it was V.R. Hernandez artwork from 1981. Good. Big ass fan. Usually, again, if it's your first time tuning in, there's ton more stuff on this table, but for whatever reason, it's not this auction. But it is kind of spread out around the room. Just like a coin and novelty kind of lot there. There's a G.I. Joe SWAT dude. Lava lamp. I mean, that's a lot of hand carving. Lamp, another one, and more coming, so just you wait. Sorry about all the noise. We just finished setting up. I think Natalie's still setting up dolls over there, so we'll get there in a bit. Somehow we pulled it off again. A bunch of vintage Playboys, like celebrity stuff, records, like some of the, dang, there's Imagine. I don't know, I mean, some of them are in better condition than others. Like these, like this Beatles one, it's actually separated, it's in a sleeve. I think there's another one in here. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. Let's see. Okay, so just kind of miscellaneous vintage toys, Disney, Vintage Barbie. There's Ozzy. What's he say? He said rock and roll. Vintage calculators, bird song identifier, some other kind of thing like that. Some Star Wars stuff in there. Look these suckers up. These Disney catalogs. Big bag of beads. Some more Star Wars. There's Dynamite Box. Some Handyman's Encyclopedia. More vintage magazines like Photography, Maxim, old bottles. A leak in the freaking roof. Tell you what, man. Sometimes I regret not buying this building from Myron, and other times I do not. Actually, probably should have. Hard to go wrong. More old medicine type bottles, that kind of thing. This is really neat. Portraits of Nature, James Lockhart. Those wall pockets are cool. Nice vintage art pottery. That guy, you may recognize. Nobody wanted it last week. I couldn't believe it. We sell that kind of, what is that, macrame or whatever, that kind of yarn art. 60 bucks, 50 bucks. All the time, but nobody wanted it last week. It's like, well, we're gonna try that one again. A bunch of old ephemera and like greeting cards, and it's really cool. That's a good box. There's some old automobile stuff in there. There's a Western Auto truck. There's a Biogram 3400 Bang & Olufsen. You know, looks like you need to get your cartridge on the end. There's a JVC, has upgraded cartridge in there. This, I guess, is a sea bag, but I thought it was those hooks and stuff. I thought it might be like an old mail bag, but I don't know. They do seem kind of maybe small to be one of those, you know, that they'd hang out the train and grab the mail off the post. Crazy. There's a cool, right by the post office at Union Station, there's a really cool exhibit right there. Thousands of people walk by it, don't ever look at it. About, I forget what they were called, the people that did that on the trains. And they were kind of like the special forces of the Postal Service. Anyway, check it out. It's really interesting. Vintage saffron and Glucksman fish scale pattern lamps. Nice designer stuff there. A little vintage, like trash can or something like that, out of that 70s heavy plastic. I don't know if the radio works. Seems like the second hand on the clock's going. Anyway, you figure that out. There's another neat vintage lamp. Get yourself a shade. We go over here. We've got more old stuff like that. And that. And that. Some coin glass. Fostoria. Vintage Christmas. This guy just put that globe over him. I'm not sure if that went there or not. Seattle World's Fair. Great vintage Collins glasses. Like, from time to time we'll get one of those vintage glass carriers, you know what I'm talking about? Mid-century. But they those would look so cool in one. Another neat, unique piece of art pottery. A bunch of little pieces of art pottery there. Old stoneware and crockery and more. There is a bunch of cigarette cards, I guess they are. Aircraft cigarette cards. Vaughn's talking to Dave, the guy who did buy the building from Myron. He's coming to look at the freaking ceiling. I think he likes us though. We're pretty easy. We don't complain a lot. That is a neat piece. Industrial stuff. Told you we're not messing around, man, with the crucifixes. Oh, Crocs. They look cool like that, I think. Churns. More GZI. Craziness. And I guess these are all sent over from Europe in a shipping container. Guess, I don't know. Like, look at this. I mean, somebody spent a long time carving that. I would think. It's not what I do, so I don't really know. Civil defense containers, so these are usually just empty and, you know, nothing really. But this one's kind of cool because it has stuff in it. Cups with lids. Because, you know, when the big one drops, you're gonna wish you had a plastic lid on that cup. Old maps and more. That's cool. Looks like some maybe coffee or some sort of burlap. That stuff's neat. Sometimes we hang them up. I know, isn't it? What do you think? And we're back. Ice buckets. Huh. I've been noticing lately that Happy Meal stuff is coming back. Is that the right word? Oh, that's a neat little box. A bag of bags. Those are always cool. Some faceless children. Body snatched. It's kind of neat. We get a lot of neat art down here. My God, look, more. And we've probably already sold 200. But anyway, we get a lot of neat artwork. Sometimes the frame's a little banged up. Sometimes it might have taken some water on at some point, you know, to the matting. I don't know. It ain't Sotheby's. But I guess my point is that my really cool artwork down here. And look at that. What's that? Polish maybe? Oh, hand painted freaking board. I don't know. I mean, it's freaking cool. Come down here and buy this stuff. People say, well, you should put that on eBay. You should sell that here. No, you do that. We do this. So you can do that. This is like a handmade corduroy dress. Nobody will probably want it for $5. But you never know, it might go for 20 or 30. So here we've got this big Samsung Just on antenna right now. See you, man. Have a good one. All right, yeah, just thought you should have a heads up on it. Some Stein, some Fiesta, some sports spares, sports balls, one of those leany shelves there. There's Vaughn moving stuff around. Trying to get this place cleaned up. Uh-oh, what's that? DVDs, posters. God knows what these are. Movie posters, maybe. Huh, kind of pulp books and more, all sorts of stuff in there. Ah, Wall Drug. We went there this summer. Get yourself an open-faced roast beef sandwich. Overpriced pocket knife. Whoa. Kansas City, 7715 Main Street. Twelfth and Grand, Kansas City. That little dude. And then there's other stuff in there too, somehow. What's that? I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, dumb frame and matting, but I mean, I guess frame's not so bad. I don't know. Different people like different things, don't they? Isn't that true about people? All right. So there's a little bit of military stuff in there. So that's number 4. That's number 2. Some weeks, if these are the same consigners, we'll go ahead and we'll knock this out. They're not this week. So after this table, we'll jump back and start selling all this stuff. This is awesome. Again, nobody's probably going to care about it, which is ridiculous. It's so cool, but I mean, somebody's written 1861 on there. I mean, it doesn't seem too far-fetched. I don't know. Anyway, it's old and it's really cool, but it's big. And that kind of works against you in the furniture game in Kansas City. Is selling big furniture. Homecraft, I believe, set. Kind of neat. Really cool. Coal stove. There's another one here. This one's porcelainized. Well, this one is aluminum. That still seems pretty old. Can't a man just be left alone? Here's some more Herman Miller. Eames designed for Herman Miller freaking airport chairs. Blow those out. We've sold so many of them. Again, I bought too many. But it was nice to have the opportunity to do it and go out there. These are cool. Nice rugs. These were not cheap. So what's he got? 8 foot by 8 foot 8 inches by 10 by 6, 5'9" by 9. Looks like these are all Karistan. There's the backs of them. Lost tag. I don't know what that means. I guess it means there's no tag. I don't know what's up with that. We're moving all this crap out of here. Dolls. I think we're gonna sell all these boxes. So all this stuff I'm getting ready to show you on the walls, they packed them in these boxes. I mean, they must have spent $1,000 having all this stuff packed up, and then it looks like they never got taken out, and then they got brought down here at some point. So anyway, and then there's some cute dolls and some Barbies and some Wizard of Oz, and it looks like Dolls of the World. No, maybe there's some money here. I don't know, dolls are mysterious. They're hit or miss. But we have dolls this week, so tell your doll friends. And then there'll be more dolls, I think. Maybe these are just empty, but I believe there's still another pallet of dolls. There has to be. Oh, this is kind of some, I don't know, this is kind of the area, like there's cool art pottery. Tobler's flowers, so that's a freaking Kansas City piece. Texas pottery. I mean, maybe they were in other places, but it was, right there off, was it 31st or Linwood, I think. Lobby phone. Hey, there's cool stuff all throughout. What? I mean, unmarked. Somebody's gonna know what that is. Punch bowl. Pressed glass punch bowl. Fortunately, the days of punch bowls are gone. Some trays with those buffalo. Why does that buffalo look so familiar? What cafeteria was that? Dig through those if you want. Fox. Carnival, lots of carnival. Sorry, let me take this stool. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna bring some of this stuff out and maybe, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff that maybe we shouldn't have. I don't know. It's hard to say. A lot of stuff rolls through this place. There's a couple of nice TVs. I don't know how old they are or whatever, but they look good to me. Insignia and Sharp Quatron. Like Crosley or something like that. Oh, somebody playing on there. I don't know. So yeah, here's some more vinyl, BGs. Ta-da. Michael McDonald. Joe Walsh. Okay, so there's like, you know, just some, there's cool stuff in there. Peppered. Missouri. Can't think of that one song of theirs now. There's cool stuff in here. You'll have to come down and check it out. I'll flip a few more. Because you can kind of get an idea just by flipping through a few of them. What the person was all about. Or who put them together. I don't know. All right, so we've got stuff on the wall. This is all the stuff that was like wrapped up like this. I mean, nobody's probably even gonna buy that here. And they paid however much to have it quadruple wrapped and put away. That's cool. People always love fox hunt stuff. That's pretty badass, that frame. Uh-oh. There we go. More stuff over here. Look at that. Look at this one. You're like, what's that? Oh, it's a big ass burn all the way through there. Like it. I don't know how that could possibly happen. It's character is what it is. I'll just finish up the wall here. Man, I gotta give clout to freaking Vaughn and Chad, Frank, and everybody. Oh, we've had those in here before, and they've sold for crazy money. Of the different cereals, huh? Past Kansas City. Oh, Southmoreland on the Plaza. Okay. That is freaking wicked. Metal sculpture. We'll go back. We go back, we go back, we go back, we go back. This could end up being something good here. All these Sports Illustrateds, 80s looks like. Early 80s is what's on top. More vinyl, not getting the best feeling from wah wah. Those hideout books. Those are cool. Oof. These were some of the last tables set up too. It's been quite a weird few weeks down here. Getting stuff in the door with the weather, going to pick stuff up with the weather. A lot of things are kind of falling through, and it sucks. But so I guess I should say we're accepting consignment, especially good consignment. I mean, we've got this kind of stuff forever and a freaking day, but that's cool. It's so faded I can't see right now. World War II looking like. Oh. See, that's cool. Like my feed, of course, since we sell vintage stuff, it's full of like vintage dealers. And sometimes I'm like, God, is everybody a vintage dealer? But I forget that it's user-generated content. But you'll see something like this. You know, if you go to one of those pop-ups or whatever, somebody has like $120 on that or something. It's cool. Somebody's grandma spent a lot of time making it. Whew. Beach chair. Oh, we'll go over here. Benny Babies. Hey, that's Princess Di, isn't it? Isn't that hers? Is that the one? Is that the one? I don't know how to tell. Did watch that movie though. Beanie Bubble, it was really good. These phones and stuff in here, feels like it. Yeah, there you go. See what you can do with that. Ooh, Mythical Legends. Still don't know what these are. Nutcrackers. There's a lot of freaking nutcrackers. Dremel. Sports card showcase. This and that. Dang. Mortar rounds, probably. Camera stuff. Dang, ammo boxes full of nails and stuff. That's interesting. More records, you'll have to dig through there. I'm not going to. So we got a lot of dolls, more beanies. I really don't know enough about dolls. I can tell you that these weren't freaking cheap. All these weird faced ones too. Supposedly there's a lot of value. I don't know. Cards. You have to come look at them. And then Vaughn is now setting up some of these, like just boxes of crap, stuff, product, treasure. So you just buy the whole box. We were doing pallets of stuff, but it got a little too crazy. So boom, all that can be yours. And then this furniture stuff that's just been here for a while, nobody seems to want. Can't seem to get any thrift stores to come and pick it up or anything. So once the weather is nice, we'll probably walk it out to the curb. Always sell a piece or two every auction. So yeah, that is it, you guys. Thanks so much for coming in, and we'll see you on Wednesday for preview, Thursday for auction.